Yep. You got number 1 Alabama, number 2 Clemson, number 3 Notre Dame, number 4 Georgia, and then on the outskirts looking in is Oklahoma, Ohio State, Michigan, UCF, and Florida and LSU to round out the top 10.
Hold on for a second. Cortez, now you're here with me on this one. If I would have told you at the beginning of the year, Florida would be 9-3, would beat LSU, would beat FSU, and would be ranked 9th at the end of the year, would you have believed me?
Nope, I wouldn't believe you. I've been like, you're crazy, man.
You would have done exactly the same thing and would have smacked whoever did it and had them taken to the hospital to see if they were on drugs.
I must say, it's been a good year for Florida.
This was a good, pleasant surprise that I knew Mullen would do a job turning it around. I just didn't know, 1, how fast it was going to get turned around, and 2, how good we would be putting up points and actually putting up yards this year and not against cupcakes, doing it against really good teams and also keeping a halfway decent defense intact.
Yeah.
And he did a great job, and I've already watched on Twitter how many people he's out there recruiting already. The day after the game, he was already out recruiting again, and they're looking to bring in a good class this year. And I see a bunch of the kids on Twitter and stuff that took notice. And that was the one thing with, you saw a lot of these guys that were committed to Georgia, Mississippi State, LSU, and stuff like this that were being recruited by Dan Mullen when he was at Mississippi State. All of a sudden, take notice what he's doing at Florida.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the guys were like, I'm decommitting because I want to reopen my stuff. So he's had a big, gigantic effect on the program so far, and I'm looking forward to the future. But, man, I was like, really? We beat LSU? And of course, we lost to Kentucky because we always got something stupid that we're going to do. But if you would have told me, hey, you were going to beat LSU and FSU, and you were going to be this, and you were probably going to go to a New Year's game, would you take it? I'd be like, yeah, in a heartbeat. But you're an idiot because that ain't going to happen.
Hey, it was great, man. I caught the second half of the FSU game because I had to go to work, man. They remember, you know.
It was so much fun.
But of course, I always enjoy that. But I was nice. I didn't say anything to my Florida State friends. You know, the scoreboard said enough. But
yeah, I haven't said nothing either because I saw it coming. But it's like I told them. I said something to one guy. He goes, yeah, you're on. I said, look here. You've been talking to me for 5 years. We sucked for 5 years. And you still would run your mouth to me, even though you knew we were terrible. I was like, well, guess what? I know y'all were terrible, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to run my mouth at you. I said,
as you should.
Other foot on the other foot. It's not so good now, is it? He was like, I know. I was like, hey, if you want to go ahead and give your coach a 10-year contract extension, I'll take it.
Go ahead. But the thing that did come out, though, is that someone – well, go ahead. I'm listening.
I said, y'all go ahead and keep a guy playing quarterback that's got a nose ring and crazy hair and everything like that. Y'all keep letting them play. I was like, because even though they're quarterback, he's good. Like, I'll give Francois credit. He's good. He's not good for that style of offense.
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't be putting him out there to get killed in that kind of style of offense because he was taking a butt whooping. And he's took it for 2 years behind that terrible offensive line that they have.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, Florida State.
It warmed the cockles of my heart to watch that game.
I know it did. I know. Yeah, what I didn't like, though, I know I saw some FSU fan kind of having a picture of Coach Tiger and hanging him on a noose and stuff like that. Oh, come on,
yeah, that was terrible. Come on, that was horrible. There's no need for all of that madness and stupidity. But you know how the world is today. There's people that are stupid and idiotic and just people that people don't care about that stuff. They don't care about the consequences either.
Yeah, and the thing is, we all are here where we're on our favorite sports team, and we can sit here and say this player is trash and this player sucks and stuff like that. And then, we do that, but, as long as you don't try to go at
there are people, you don't go, I'm going to kill him because he sucks.
Yeah, that's just going a little too far.
It's a sporting event. It's something to entertain us. People that take it too seriously and get so butthurt and worked up over it are the people that make me laugh. But they were like, well, you do a podcast and stuff. Well, I said, yeah, but if you ever go to a game with me, I'll go to the game. I'll be that way at the game. After the game's over, I calm down a little bit, and then I'm done. And I was like, and then I'm done talking. And then if I talk about it, we talk about it on here, and then that's it. I was like, that's the only time you'll hear me say anything and voice my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Because most of the time you're voicing an opinion to another person who thinks they know it all. And that's what kills me about some of these, like, I'll go ahead and call out people. Like some of these websites, like what's one of these things that they have, not Barstool, but there's another one, Football Nation, that have people that write for all the sports teams and stuff that are just fans and everything. And they think because they go and they pay to watch the All 22 or that they know the same info we already know because we've seen it on Twitter, or the big one is they think because they watch the All 22 film that they notice stuff that nobody else notices, and that makes them an expert. And then one guy was watching it one day and wrote something about what was going on here. I said, okay, you saw this play and you saw that guy open. I said, but did you notice the quarterback's eyes looking directly at the quarterback, that if he would have threw that pass, the guy was going to break on it and intercept it? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, watch the video again. Look at the quarterback's head. His eyes are directly into the backfield. He looked at the wide receiver and he looked directly in the backfield, waiting for that throw because he was baiting into it. But you got mad at the quarterback because he didn't throw that ball. But if it would have got picked off, he would have bitched at the quarterback because he looked down at his receiver and threw the ball to him.
Right.
I said, dude, you only focus. It's because people like focusing on the one thing that fits their narrative that they want to say, and it doesn't fit the whole context of what's going on. And I was like, dude, if you're gonna do this kind of stuff, do it right. Pay attention to every single detail, because once somebody points out that detail to you, it makes your thing look kind of off. But people, that's part of being a fan. But if you're going to run it and you're going to try to do it as a business and you want it to be your job and everything like that, then do it the right way. Just notice other things besides the one thing that fits your narrative.
Yep. So
that's why I don't do all this, because if somebody yells at me, I tell them to shut up.
So I know why you enjoyed the Florida FSU beating. I'm sure you was on top of the world when you saw Michigan took that L. And
oh God,
you just melted when I just said that.
Both of those teams. I just like both of those teams. But the way Michigan got cremated after everybody saying how good they are, and after Michigan fans calling out people because there was this SEC bias, supposedly, that because people were still ranked in the top 10 and that Michigan should be doing all this, I'm like, okay, you got your doors blown in. Where does it matter? I said, one, the only rankings that matter are who's in the top 4 at the end of the year. That's the only rankings that matter. No SEC. I don't care where Kentucky's ranked. It don't bother me where Kentucky's ranked. I don't care.
Right.
The only rankings that matter are the top 4. That's it. Once you're out of the top 4, it don't matter where you go from there. Like, I don't care what bowl I'm in. Cool, we're going to a Big Six bowl. Can we win the national championship from it? No. Then I don't care. Stop worrying about it. But that beating, the beating that they took from Ohio State was what surprised me. And what I've been saying about Jim Harbaugh is coming to life. You cannot play that type of game that he wants to play in college football right now, as long as that crazy heart attack having lion butt dude is standing on the other sideline because he's going to run your butt to death because that's the way you're supposed to play college football now. Up-tempo, fast, throw the ball all over the place, run the ball when you need to, and play good defense. And Jim Harbaugh hasn't called up to that yet. And he's not going to because he's a stubborn old dude.
Don't want to make no changes. Yeah, dude, it was real nice. Once I saw that, I was like, So, I figure you enjoy that. So, let's talk about some of the championship games that's coming up. And
I didn't enjoy it because of who did it, but it was highly enjoyable. Like I like watching Purdue beat Ohio State better.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy too. So. How did that happen? But that's just college football for you. Yeah, that's just college football for you. You just never know, man. Let's see here. So today's games, we got Northern Illinois versus Buffalo, number 17 Utah, number 11 Washington.
Yeah, get to the good part.
Number 14 Texas versus number 5 Oklahoma.
There we go. There's the good part. They're playing each other again.
Didn't Texas beat them, right? I'm pretty sure Texas beat them. I'm trying to remember that. Can't remember exactly. Let's take a look at their schedule here. Let's see, they played again. And yeah, they beat them. Okay, yeah, 48-45. That was actually a close game. So you got that game coming up. Number 14, Texas at Oklahoma. It's an afternoon game. It's in AT&T Stadium. What you think? What you think on the game there? What you got?
Yeah, from the first game, now that they had the rematch, Oklahoma's playing completely a different brand of ball and a different type of ball than they were playing when the first time they met. They met Texas. So I think Oklahoma wins this one.
All right. Let's see some good games here. Memphis at number 8, UCF. Speaking of, I know Mackenzie Milton went down with a gruesome injury.
You heard what happened, didn't you? It's like his knee it was almost similar to what happened to Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. To where he had nerve damage and everything. And they had to rush him to the hospital, get him into surgery because they needed to get the blood flowing into the nerves. He had nerve damage. So they said that they got everything in there, that they took him straight to Tampa Hospital and got him all taken care of, and that he'll be able to go home soon. They got the blood flowing back in there, but they still need to do surgery on his knee to get all that stuff taken care of. But it sucks to see him go down because you don't know what's going to happen with UCF now going into this Memphis game. Memphis gives them trouble. They gave them trouble earlier in the year. They'll probably give them trouble here, especially without Mackenzie Milton. And I wanted to see that if they went to the big bowl game and played one of the big dogs, I didn't want them to get beat without him, and then they'll be able to use the excuse, well, we wouldn't have lost if we didn't have our quarterback. Well, I kind of didn't want that to happen because if we played them, I wanted to be able to beat them with them having their being at full strength and having their quarterback. I didn't want to beat them with a second string quarterback here.
Yeah. Nah, listen, and I'm happy for UCF and everything that they're doing, but I just start laughing when they start calling out Florida. They start calling out Florida. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They started calling out Alabama and Florida, and they came to the Florida-Georgia game. I don't know if I told you this. They came to the Florida-Georgia game and got on College Game Day and the SEC thing with all their UCF stuff, and they were walking around all the tailgates and stuff. The only time that Florida and Georgia fans agreed on anything, we both told them, get the hell out of here.
Listen, that's why I'm saying, like, just go to a different power conference until they do the 8 teams thing. I saw a tweet earlier. I guess they're saying they're pretty close to it.
UCF